Hello everyone, this is Roland, Pastor Roland, checking in to see how you're doing. Hope you're doing well. Today I want to share with you just a couple of updates. First of all, about my radio program. Some of you know, some of you don't know, that I've been on the radio for 25 years. 25 years. Going all the way back to, 1990? Started on a station in San Francisco, KEST, and I was with them for many years. And then, over the years, I've gone to other stations. I've been on in Seattle, Washington, San Francisco, on KDIA, a very, very nice Christian radio station. Very nice station. And I've been on other stations around the country. Presently, I'm on several. I'm on several stations, and good news, Lord willing, I'm going to be going on a really, really big station in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let me see if I can pull it up here. WWNL, 1080 AM, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be on Thursday afternoon. That's a big station, 50,000 watts, clear channel. It's a big talker, okay? Reaches 3 states. So I'm just really excited about that, okay? I'm also on KCNW, Kansas City, Missouri. It's another big station. I'm on, where am I on? I'm on in Pensacola, Florida. I am on the air in Richmond, Virginia, which I'm also very excited about. WDZY 1290, Richmond, Virginia. I'm on during drive time. And that station reaches all the way to as far as Washington, D.C. I'm on Wilkes Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania. I'm on Mobile, Alabama. And there I'm on an FM station as well, and also in Richmond, Virginia, FM. Okay. Asheville, North Carolina, I'm on. So I'm on a lot of stations now. Now the thing is, I'm only on for 15 minutes. Okay? I'm only on for 15 minutes. But you know something? That's enough. It's like an infomercial. Perhaps you've heard infomercials. A lot of times, like here in the United States, early like Saturday morning, Sunday morning, there'll be infomercials selling maybe a health product or something. Well, that's what I have, an infomercial. So 15 minutes, that's enough. Especially drive time. See, I'm on it. Try to be on in drive time. And of course, my flagship station. Now, this is the Wilkins Christian Radio Network. Very nice people. Very nice. They've treated me well. And they have Christian stations all over the country. So I'm just really excited about that. And I'm also on my flagship station is just a regular secular station, not a Christian station, down in KMET in Palm Springs, California. Palm Springs, Southern California. I've been on in Southern California now for several years. I always wanted to be on in the Los Angeles area. Finally, I was on KCAA for a few years in San Bernardino. Very nice station. Now I've gone to Palm Springs, Palm Desert, that area, beautiful area, okay? When my son, a few years ago, he had a piano competition, the Virginia Waring piano competition. So we stayed a week down there in Palm Desert, played some golf, beautiful, beautiful area. Okay, I'm on there half an hour. It's my half-hour program. What I do is I make a half-hour program. My son helps me. Have a very nice Samsung microphone. And I have the software, for the program. And then I record it at my home. And my son is the engineer. He does all the work on it. and then he uploads it. He uploads it to the station, um, the Wilkins network, and then they distribute it to all the different stations on their network. And then he also puts it up online for KMET in Palm Springs, and the station gets the program from there. So it's really neat to be able to do that, to be on the air in all these wonderful places. So my hope, see, it's nice when people hear me. It's nice. I think it's the best. Especially, let's say I'm on drive time. Somebody puts on the radio. You know how when you're in driving to work or something and there's a lot of traffic, we put the radio on. And if someone were to hear me when I'm talking about for some very simple thing, for example, resentment. See, a lot of people don't. See, there's a lot of people just don't know. Nobody's taught them. Okay, maybe intuitively they've sensed, something, but they're not sure. See, people doubt themselves. Okay, they doubt themselves, or they're not sure, or they've been given the wrong advice, totally wrong, or it's never come up. See, they never thought of it. So when I talk, for example, about resentment, how resentment is a very bad thing, and resentment separates you from your own powers of good. Okay? See, human beings are creatures of love. You know that when you see little children. A little tiny child is full of love. Now, admittedly, it's human love, it's emotional love, it's childish love, but it's a type of love, there's no question. Well, we should remain creatures of love, and when we become adults, our love would be of such a wonderful quality, it would be unbelievable. Okay? Especially men should have agape love, emotionless love. See, love has love. That's the kind of love they would have. They wouldn't have a need for love; they would give love, and that would cure all. That would be the wonderful cure for all the ills of their family relationships, for example. Okay. So people have the wrong idea of what love is. They think it's bringing flowers and chocolates and everything. No, that's not what love is. Not at all. Love has a corrective side. If you've ever had a teacher that was very stern, one time I had an English teacher. She was very stern and very strict. No nonsense. She wouldn't put up with any nonsense whatsoever. I was in middle school at the time. I think it was like 13 years old, I think. And she said at the very beginning of class, she says, "You have a lot of talent, Roland, and I expect you to perform." Okay? Well, lo and behold, I did. I did. See? So she could be very stern, but she had a twinkle in her eye. It's called no nonsense. It's called tough love. They used to have an expression here in the United States for a while. They had something called tough love. That's kind of what love is sometimes. It's tough. Okay? Love is not catering to people and coddling them and condoning and condescending. And it's not that at all. See, what's the old expression? A very wise man said, if you love a thief, you help to keep him as a thief. See, or make him even into a bigger thief. See, so love can sometimes have an upbraiding quality to it. Okay. A corrective side, see, fathers, correct naughtiness. See, the people in the family, the kids especially, and even mom can be naughty. Okay, they don't have his wisdom, his strength. Okay, so they can be naughty, and so he corrects it instead of condoning it, or instead of throwing in the towel. See, he corrects it, but not with anger, but with firmness, with kindness, with patience. He corrects it. Okay. Well, okay, so you got the idea. So people can hear me talk about such things on the radio, and about resentment and how it cuts you off from your powers of good. So the person can hear me and say, then they actually see their own resentment. They never realized that they had resentment. Then I bring in a little thing like, Christ said, resist not evil. Remember he said, resist not evil? What did he mean by that? See, people don't understand. You know what he meant? He meant resent not evil. When he said resist not evil, he meant resent not evil. Okay? See, if you struggle with evil, see, or a lot of people around you, they're not evil, they're just in error. Something is operating through them. Okay? It's programming from the past. Originally, there was an original evil who began the whole disobedience from God, of course, and there are people that are bad, but most people are just naughty. Okay? So, what do you do then? Do you resent them? No, it doesn't help at all. You don't resent them. You you don't go along with them. You don't support them in their wrong. Okay? You observe them. Sometimes you correct them if you were a well-chosen word, especially if you're a father. See, knock it off, basically. You just say, knock it off, but with a twinkle in your eye. Okay? All right, so do you see how you are opposed? You can overcome evil with good. Remember, Paul said, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Okay, so how do you do that? It's first of all, you don't resent it. See, whatever the error is, you don't resent it. You don't resent the person. See, but you don't. On the other hand, you don't weakly and mildly conform to it and go along with it. See, you stand in contrast. See, for example, let's suppose that I'm somewhere and then somebody all of a sudden comes along and tells an off-color joke, a nasty joke, inappropriate joke. So do I laugh? No. I just stand there and look at them. Let them have egg all over their face. I'm not resentful. I'm not angry. But I don't go along with it. See? Well, you'd be surprised how powerful that just not going along with it can be. Just standing there, letting them have egg on their face. See what I mean? Well, you get the idea. So when people hear me talk about these things, about resentment and about resist not evil, resent not evil, see? And then I talk about love and what it is, and see, people understand, they hear it, okay? And then they can maybe visit my website or buy some of my books. And especially in the area of relationships, that's where I sell most of my books by far. Okay, I don't sell a lot of books. Okay, my message. It's not like I'm not like my message is not like some of the preachers say how to become rich and famous and wealthy and make a lot of money, and see people seem to go for that sort of thing. Or if I was a Lady Gaga concert or something, why people would go for that. Okay, but on the other hand, people hear me and they can't appreciate. See, but what I was saying, especially when it comes to relationships, men and women, okay, families, marriage, okay, that's where I'm really people really can hear me. See, when I'm talking the more spiritual things, sometimes they're not ready. They can't understand. They're not ready yet. But a lot of times people, can understand when I'm talking about relationships, about not resenting your wife, and about men having to have honor and so on, and ladies to not judge your husband so much. Okay, to let go of the grudge against your father who wasn't there for her. Things like that. I talk about such things. People understand it. Okay? So anyway, here's the point. I'm on the radio. Now I buy the airtime. See, these stations, I have to pay for the airtime. I don't have a lot of money. Okay, so it's very tough to figure out how to be on the air for the best time. See, if I'm on the air at 4 in the morning, for example, there have been times when I've been on the air at 4 in the morning, 4 o'clock Sunday morning. Okay, and it was cheap, but nobody's listening. Okay, sometimes somebody is, but for the most part, nobody's listening. So over the years, I've gotten smarter. I'm better off being on 15 minutes during drive time, when people are in their cars listening to the radio, than I am being on for an hour, 4 o'clock Sunday morning. See what I mean? Okay, well, it's all right. But over the years, people have listened. I've helped some people. Some people have stuck with me over the years, okay, which is very nice. And then there's always new listeners, and so Lord willing, it continues, okay. Um, so what I was saying is that the radio program really is good. So if you have a chance, see, a lot of people they come on to YouTube, they watch a video, okay, which is good. There's no question about it. But my radio programs really are also good, so I recommend you try to listen to them if you can, or at least catch one of them, because they're kind of nice. Have bumper music, and they're very nicely done. And I think you would enjoy listening to some of my radio programs. Very well. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Roland, also known as Pastor Roland.